This is Michael Reeves. We are right in the middle, actually, of the first quarter, actually the end of the first quarter of a Stratomatic football playoff game featuring Woodbridge and Jersey. This is a 16-team league called Battle Royal, and they are down to the final four. Woodbridge is coached by David Pajic, I believe, and Jersey is Joe Golden. We are just a few plays away from the end of the first quarter. The score is tied 7-7, and as you can see, a touchdown was just scored by Woodbridge, and that will give them a lead of 13-7 pending this extra point, which will put it at 14-7, and that kick is good. So I'm going to open up a few windows here so I can see what in the world is going on. And there we go. I'm just going to be doing this one from scratch. I do not know that much about this league, but the winner is going to take on the winner of another contest, and that's Seattle and Ashland. And when that game is complete, one of the coaches of the clubs, Dennis Crowley, will join us along with Tom Cook. So I'm just going to bring a few plays here. They are basically in the third quarter of their game. And when that game concludes, they'll be joining us here momentarily. So Joe Golden, Jersey, takes over, coached by Joe Golden. And they will take over at their own 25. It's 2nd down and 10. And there is a pass that's complete, and it's a deep pass, and that's going to go for some big yardage, 51 yards on the play. And that's a first down for Jersey, deep in Woodbridge territory. Joe Flacco is the quarterback for Jersey. And that reception was hauled in by Emmanuel Sanders. Big play of 51 yards. And they are very close to answering that touchdown by Woodbridge. Certainly look like they're in great shape to tie this score up. They're trailing 14-7. David Pajic is the coach of Woodbridge. This is the semifinals of the 2016 card set for Battle Royal. We are using Stratomatic. If anybody is new to this game and just happens to click on this link, this is Stratomatic Football. Stratomatic is a card and dice company that has moved a lot of their games online. Some people prefer to play card and dice. We play online. All of the 4 major sports, football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, are available. It's a great game. We all enjoy it. And we have been using the 2016 card set for, oh my gosh, for months and months and months. Here we are, May, and we're still using the 2016 set. The 2017 set will be released at the end of August. So we like to drain every drop from every season that we can. And this one is no exception. That is a quick run by Joe Flacco, and the score is now tied at 14, pending this extra point. And that is Sebastian Janikowski. He puts it through. So we are tied at 14 between two clubs who I don't think a lot of people expected them to make the semifinal round. I'm going to open up their webpage here, the Battle Royal webpage. Basically, this is a 16-team draft league. I don't know if this is a unit-based league or an individual one-by-one pick. I don't think this is a keeper league. We'll know a little bit more when Tom and Dennis join us. I think they'll explain this a little bit more. But what I found interesting about this is that both of these clubs did not finish with terrific records. This is a 15-game season. Woodbridge, the Barons, finished 8-7, and the Jersey Rebels also finished 8-7. So these teams have really done quite well to get to the Final Four. Here's a pass to tight end Tyler Eifert. That's going to be good for 19 yards. Both these teams are moving the ball up and down the field pretty effectively. We'll take a look at the box score here just a moment so we can catch up with how we've gotten to this point. That is Tom Brady under center. 2 tight end set. That's Tyler Eifert and CJ Uzmana. So I'm starting to get the idea that maybe this could be unit-based because those are 2 Bengal tight ends. That's a run up the middle for no gain for Ingram. It's now 2nd down and 10. So in these playoffs, Woodbridge defeated Wisconsin 23-13. Jersey went on the road to Los Angeles and won big, 26-3. Ashland, who is playing Seattle right now, defeated Orange County 21-7. The winner of the Ashland-Seattle game will take on the winner of this contest between Woodbridge and Jersey. Both clubs won 8 games out of 15 this year, so a nice accomplishment for both of these clubs. One of them will be playing in the finals against Ashland or Seattle. David Pajic is the coach of Woodbridge. So it's 3rd down and 10. Ball at the Woodbridge 45. That pass is incomplete. And it'll be 4th down, and Woodbridge will punt. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a break to take a look at the box score. That's a pretty deep punt, and it's fielded for a fair catch by Brandon Tate. Let's sneak a quick peek at this. Well, I'm hoping I didn't just freeze up the game, but I may have just frozen the game. So sorry about that. I guess I locked up the game. And as we join the game, Woodbridge has taken over. Ball at the 9. 1st and goal. So perhaps Flacco threw an interception. Sorry, we missed it. Again, I'll have to take a look at the box score to try to catch up with this. Here is a pitch out to Mark Ingram. Defense guesses run, and that is a pickup of 4. So it's now 2nd down and 5. Ingram 12 carries, 59 yards as we're nearing the midway point of the 2nd quarter. 2nd and goal, ball at the 5. David Pajic and his Woodbridge club leading 14-14 and appears to be on the doorstep of taking the lead. Pass falls incomplete. Brady so far is 8 for 11 for 120 yards, so both of these clubs have been moving up and down the field with relative ease. Woodbridge got the ball back. I just need to figure out exactly how that would have happened. Sorry, we missed that again. The game locked, but we'll try to take a look at the box score and keep our fingers crossed that doesn't freeze up the game once again. Three wide set. I formation. That's Ingram deep in the backfield. It's Travis Benjamin. That's Daryl Inman. And Williams are your wideouts. Three wide set. They're going to look for Terrell Williams. Defense was double teaming Inman. That's a sack, and it's a fumble. And a big play for Jersey as they're able to recover the fumble. So Woodbridge certainly on the doorstep of taking the lead with the very least a field goal, but on a big sack and a fumble recovery, Jersey has taken over. The sack was by Vondae Campbell. He stripped Brady of the ball. Actually, that was a sack and fumble recovery by Devontae Campbell. So a nice play for Jersey, a nice break. And they now have the ball at the 31, 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. All knotted up at 14. That's a run for David Johnson, pickup of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Flacco under center. His wideouts are Emmanuel Sanders and Demetrius Thomas. Here's an inside run for David Johnson. That's good for 8. And move the sticks again. Ball at the Jersey 43. Clock moving. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. We are tied at 14 between Jersey and Woodbridge. The winner is going to take on Seattle or Ashland. That's a contest that's taking place right now. Here's a pass, and that is complete to Travis Kelce. And that's good for 16 yards. Another first down for Jersey. Running clock, 4:30 here in the first half. Both of these clubs finished 8 and 7, but both of these clubs won their first round games for the right to play in the semifinals. That's an incompleted pass from Flacco. He's looked pretty strong here in this first half. 9 of 13. And I think we figured out how Woodbridge got the ball back when we missed a little bit of time when the game went down. It appears Flacco has an interception, so I'm guessing that must have been what happened on that drive. But Tom Brady, in turn, turned the ball over on a sack fumble third down play, and we are where we are, tied at 14. Jersey driving, ball on the Woodbridge 41. And there's a pass to Thomas, but it's incomplete, so now it's 3rd and 10. Woodbridge is coached by David Pagic. They are the Barons. Jersey Joe, that's Joe Golden. They are the Rebels. Jersey is the home team. They're in blue. They're on offense. Woodbridge is on the road. They are the white team. Here's a draw play to Johnson, and big yards there. 4 with the box, so he will pick up 14 on the play. A gutsy 3rd down and 10 call for Jersey Joe. And it's another first down. Ball at the 27-yard line now. Here is a sideline pass to Emmanuel Sanders. You cannot double team a flat pass, but that throws 2 people automatically in that zone, and the pass falls incomplete. Flacco is 9 for 15 for 132 yards so far. Off tackle right for Johnson, guessed wrong. And that is a pickup of 4. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Both of these clubs finished 8 and 7. The winner will play the victor of the Ashland and Seattle semifinal. Jersey comes out in a 3-wide set, and Woodbridge counters with the 3-3-5. Really stout up front, 6-5-5 across that line. Here is a pass for Emmanuel Sanders, and it is good for 12 yards and another first down. So Flacco has been pretty warm here on third downs. It's a big conversion, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. So with the ball at the 11, Jersey's looking pretty good to take the lead going into the half. Woodbridge looked pretty good to take the lead themselves, but after a sack fumble by Tom Brady, Jersey was able to capitalize, and they are driving down the field. But there is a big play. That was a pass intended for Travis Kelce, but he is sacked. So Flacco takes the sack, and it's a big sack. Tavon Wilson with the sack, and now it's 2nd down and 18. Ball at the 19-yard line. Woodbridge elected to call timeout on that play to preserve a little bit of clock, see if they can get the ball back with some time to spare here in the half. Here is a run for Williams. And that play's only going to pick up 1 yard. So it's 3rd and 17. Now Woodbridge elects not to call timeout there, interestingly, especially on a run play. I would have thought they would have called timeout maybe to preserve a little bit more clock. 3rd and 17. Not a lot of plays in the playbook. Can yield 17. And let's see if Woodbridge dials up another blitz. Three wide sets again for Jersey. And that is a draw for Williams. Woodbridge will call a timeout there. So Jersey plays it safe. Looking for a 34-yard field goal here, and it is good. Janikowski puts it through. So Jersey now takes the lead at 17-14. Woodbridge has 1 minute and 7 to go. They have 1 timeout remaining. The kick goes into the end zone, and Woodbridge will take a knee. So let's see what Tom Brady can do here. Can he orchestrate a drive with 1 timeout to go? Ball at their own 25. We're in the semifinal of the 2018 Battle Royal 16-team league. It's a 16-team league. You play every club in the league 1 time. Very loose restrictions on rules. It's basically your cards against my cards. There's a play, but it goes for only 6 yards, and that's the Travis Benjamin. He's not able to get out of bounds. And Woodbridge is electing to play hurry up here. So they will not call timeout. Try to preserve that timeout. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the Woodbridge 31-yard line. They trail 17-14 to the Jersey Rebels. David Pagic. Pretty powerful offense for this club. 376 points scored. That was 2nd in the league, only to Seattle, who scored 384 points. And that pass falls incomplete. So now we have 3rd down. Pass was intended for tight end Tyler Eifert of the Bengals. So now Woodbridge has to convert this 3rd down or risk Jersey calling timeout. There is 37 seconds to go. So there's a little bit of time for Jersey to do something. So obviously the first order of business is convert this 1st down, and then we'll worry about trying to get in scoring range later on. Here is a pass again. This one's going to Benjamin, and it falls incomplete, so Jersey won't even have to use their timeouts. They have 3 of them. Woodbridge is forced to punt. Ball at their 31. This is Kern, and it's not a very good kick. It only travels 34 yards. It's fielded by Tate, and he's going to bring it back 21 yards, so a huge break for Joe Golden. Jersey Joe and his Rebels now have the ball at the Woodbridge 44-yard line with 22 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts, so you can't sleep on the run with David Johnson in the backfield. You would not at all be surprised to see some inside runs. No harm done by an inside run. 3 wide set, that spreads them out. A 3-3-5. Here comes a quick pass to Emmanuel Sanders, but it only nets 4. Jersey didn't have to use a timeout there, but at this point it doesn't matter. Ball at the 40. They can stop the clock on any play at this point. So they'll have 3 plays remaining. Again, defense shows 3-3-5. Jersey comes out in an I formation. Let's see if he tries to throw a short pass here or if he's going to go with David Johnson. He does. It's a screen pass to Johnson, but that pass falls incomplete. So with 8 seconds to go, Jersey has a 3rd down and 6. So they basically have 2 plays here before the half. All at the Woodbridge 40. Janikowski is his kicker. He's got a pretty big leg, though we'll have to see what he can do from outside of 37. And there they tried to run for Johnson. Just caught a bad break. It was only a 3 on his card. So Janikowski is going to come out and attempt a 54-yard field goal. And that kick is going to sail wide. He does have a 2-6 opportunity there, so not a bad call. Just didn't get much of a break on that David Johnson run. Guessed wrong by the defense. But Jersey will take the lead here into the half, 17-14 over Woodbridge. So they're going to take a break here for a couple of minutes. So let's look once again. Woodbridge, again, David Pagic is their coach, 8-7.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Dennis, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Halftime, Jersey up 17-14. They traded turnovers, but neither of them really amounted to anything. Actually, Woodbridge was deep in Jersey territory after Flacco threw a pick, and then Brady had a sack fumble on a linebacker blitz. Devontae Campbell sack. Fumble, and Jersey was able to drive the length of the field to get a field goal. Janikowski missed a 54-yard field goal just before the half.
Nice. And this is 2 tough teams, so it's not surprising that the score is so close at the half.
Mm-hmm. We'll take a look at the box score here real quick. The last time I did this, it locked my game up. Let's hope it doesn't do it again. There we go.
Yeah, that San Diego receiving core is quietly effective. That Tyrell Williams card, who he hit that big bomb to in the first half, has a really nice yards per catch average and a lot of hits. And then you got Kelsey and Sanders on the other side leading the way, along with David Johnson, who's a fantastic receiver. So
yes,
a lot of weapons on both sides of the ball for both teams.
Right. I didn't realize Woodbridge actually scored 376 points this year. That put him second only to who was that? That's Orange County, 383.
Yeah. So I was able to squeak through the other semifinal. The final score was 32-0.
Okay. So what did you do against either one of these two teams? Do you remember?
But both of them were close wins for me, but they were no walkovers, that's for sure. But the games could have gone either way. One of those, where it's the last drive or it came down to the last couple plays of the game or whatever. One play, one way or the other would make a difference.
Are the rule sets unique in this? Are they similar to our summer sprint?
Exactly the same as summer sprint. So no jump off, no wide dissects.
Okay.
It's tough to move the ball. You need big plays, and it looks like both of them have gotten it so far.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's a new game ID. The game must have crashed 30834. Hey, Michael, that was 30834. I think you put in 384.
I did.
No, it's okay that it says waiting for server team because maybe, I think in this case, David hasn't joined yet. So when he gets back to his computer, he'll join on that game ID and you'll be all set.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Dennis, do they play home field advantage with this?
There is, hold on one second. There is no home field advantage, no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, now we got another one, 31627.
Hey, Dennis, you know, the nice thing about these spring leagues is that it kind of bides the time before July 1st, doesn't it?
Yeah, it keeps your mind occupied. Keeps you occupied. Check, hitting F5 every day.
Yep, you're right. All right, well, we've started out here. Looks like we missed the first kickoff, but it probably was a touchback. Ball at the 25 on that first down run with David Johnson, who picked up one on the play. Jersey up 17-14. We now know that the winner of this contest will take on Seattle for the Battle Royal title. Time to be determined. There's another run. He only picks up 2 on that play.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a chunky card, but when you get those big numbers, man, that's nice.
That's exactly right. He's going to go for David Johnson this time through the air, and that pass falls incomplete. So with 3 and out, that's nice for Woodbridge.
Yeah, David Patrick is a really good defensive coach. He's really good with the double teams.
That's great. That's a big kick, 57 yards. And that's going to be an even bigger return. So that's going to come back the other direction for 44 yards.
Travis Benjamin with the long run.
There you go. So Woodbridge trailing 17-14 will have their first crack at it in Jersey territory. Ball at the 41. That's Brady under center.
Ooh, almost caught him looking. If he would have blitzed Beasley there, that would have been a 29-yard gain.
Yep. Instead, that pass falls to the turf, so it's now second down and 10. Brady 9 of 15 for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to Tyrell Williams, San Diego Charger.
I'm as guilty as the next guy. When I have one of those high blitz guys, I want to send them all the time, but sometimes you just have to keep them home.
Mm-hmm. So there's a pickup of 6 to Benjamin. Now it's 3rd and 4.
Breaks containment. That's a good play for Woodbridge.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check on their field goal kicker.
Thanks.
So he's 2 through 6 from the 33 out to the 37. That's Ryan Suckup.
Okay.
He gets 3 yards. He's in really good range. What would you do here? 4th and 4, go for it, or try a 2 through 5 field goal? Or 2 through
I think he's going for it.
I think you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. 2 through 6 is not bad. I mean, in desperate times, you might want to try it, but
right.
Plus, he's at the 35, so he could get pushed forward. But 3rd and 4 with no containment, Mark Ingram and Tom Brady. That's a nice set of weapons to try to make this.
And in this case, he's going to look for Benjamin. He's not double teamed, but he actually loses a couple yards on the play. So Jersey holds. So Jersey was forced to a 3 and out on their first drive, and in this case, they hold Woodbridge to a 3 and out as well, and they will take over at their own 37.
If it's any consolation, assuming the roll stayed the same, the 8 would have missed the field goal.
That's true.
Without a negative adjustment anyway.
Here's a quick pass to Anthony Sherman, fullback. He picks up 8 on the play. It's now 2nd down and 2. I noticed something interesting on that. They had a pro set offense there with the Bengals tight end, Uzma, I think his name is.
Yes.
In a fullback spot where he can't really run.
You can't. Nobody can run. If you're in a halfback set, the blocking back can never run.
Right.
They can only catch a pass or block. So that's a good spot to put a 4 receiver like C.J. Uzoma, because he can go deep and catch flat passes. Okay, he's got decent yardage, so it's not a bad play. It's better than Sherman, who's a better blocker, but he can't do anything in the passing game.
Okay. Is there more advantage to going to an I formation there rather than a pro set, though?
Oh yeah, definitely, because the blocking back is going to pick up that blocking reading. The pro set is only good when you have a fullback who can run.
Right.
In that case, he can't.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing. I'm just kind of curious. Still learning about this every day.
Yeah. Offensive onside end with the blocking back in there would also come into place. So it's always better to use a blocking back instead of a pro set, unless you're looking to run with a fullback.
Okay. So Flacco is taken down for a sack, and
Chris is looking for you.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Another big kick for King. That's 54 yards. This is going to get him all the way back to the 3. Let's see if he lets it bounce into the end zone. Oh, it just checks up right at the 4. So King takes that pitching wedge, knocks it right down to the 4. So Brady is staring at 96 yards in the other direction. So neither of the teams have been able to move the ball at the prolific pace that they did in the first half. Woodbridge trails 17-14. And there's a pass over the middle that falls incomplete. I want to make sure our broadcast was still going. It doesn't sound like I hear Dennis. Brady now is 11 for 19. He has cooled off considerably here in this third quarter. Neither teams have been able to get moving very much here in their opening drives. This is Woodbridge's second crack at it. Brady from his own end zone is looking deep for Williams. The pass falls incomplete, so now it's 3rd and 10. Jersey holds on here. They're pretty much assured solid field position. Let's see if they can get Woodbridge off the field here. Jersey, Joe Golden up against David Padgett. The winner will take on Seattle in the Battle Royal final. Site to be determined, day to be determined, time to be determined. This is a 3-wide set. They're looking for Benjamin, and that pass is caught. So a big conversion on 3rd down. So move the chains for Woodbridge, and they now have the ball at their own 18. We're getting close to the midway point here of the third quarter. Woodbridge trails 17-14 to the Jersey Rebels. And there's a deep shot for Brady. The fastball is incomplete. Second down and 10. We are at 7:48 here in the third quarter. The Barons of Woodbridge trailing Jersey 17-14. Brady is now 12 of 22. He has 2 touchdowns, one a deep shot to Tyrell Williams and one a short pass to Tyrell Williams. And he's looking for Tyrell again. He's going to pick it up for 13 yards. Defense gets pass on that play, and that is a first down. Solid guess wrong for Tom Brady. Gains on 3, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, and 11. Receiver reading, of course, on 8. Here's a off-tackle run for Ingram. Defense guesses pass and was double-teaming CJ Umzoa. I can never get the pronunciation of that right. Regardless, the pass falls incomplete. Ingram picks up 5 on the play, and it's now 2nd and 5. Ball at the Barons 36. Here's a pitch to Hightower. There was a linebacker in the zone, and he loses 2 on the play. Now it's 3rd down and 7 for the Barons, who finished 8-7 this year, as did Jersey. The winner will take on Seattle here in the Battle Royal Championship game. They're coached by Dennis Crowley, who was broadcasting this game with me 5 minutes ago, and he seems to have disappeared. Maybe he'll come join me here in a little bit. Here's a crossing pattern pass to Benjamin, and it's going to fall incomplete. Defense was double-teaming Tyler Eifert, the Bengals tight end, and Jersey is going to force a punt. So 2 possessions for both clubs. Neither have resulted in points. That's why we're still at 17-14. Jersey on top of Woodbridge. Here's Curran's kick. Nice one. 49-yard kick. And that's going to be a big return again. That's 44 yards. So a nice big return for Brandon Tate. And Jersey's going to start off with great field position at the Barons 39-yard line. So the Rebels up 17-14 with just over 5 to play here in the third quarter. So Dennis, as he joined the broadcast, I think I've started to finally figure this out. This is a unit-based draft. That's a run for Williams of 17 yards and another first down.
You didn't participate in BR this year?
In this league? You're asking me?
Yeah.
This league here? No, I wasn't in this league.
But you've been in Battle Royales before, right?
Never.
Oh. Well, but you're in Summer Sprint. I thought for sure you had participated in Battle Royales in the past.
No. I was a little thrown by this, but when I saw it was a 16-team league, I started to put 2 and 2 together and thought you guys did a unit-based draft, especially when I started seeing, the matching Bengals tight ends. I thought that's got to be what this is. There's a 10-yard.
Same thing at Summer Sprint.
Yeah. I like this, and it makes for a quicker draft, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So Johnson with a pickup of 10. That'll put the ball at the Woodbridge 9. Jersey Joe Golden trying to extend this 17-14 lead. That's 2 yards for David Johnson, who now has 19 carries for 117 yards. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And there is another run, and that one is going to be 6 for David Johnson, and that will push the lead to 23-14 pending this extra point for Janikowski, and he puts it through. So David Johnson's having a big game, 124 yards on the ground. That's a deep kick, and that will not be returned. So Woodbridge has some work to do here. 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. And they trail 24-14. Two tight end set. We've seen a lot of that here. Here's a pass to Benjamin. It's on the receiver card, and he picks up 12, so that's a first down. Brady is 14 of 25 for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was Benjamin's 6th catch. Running clock here in the third quarter. Just over 2 to play. That's a nice pass to Ingram. Nice pickup of the play, and that's going to be another first down. Gain of 20. I thought I saw no man in the zone there. They may have blitzed that middle linebacker. I didn't quite see.
Yeah, he moved the middle linebacker.
Okay, that's why there was 0 in the zone. So that's a pickup of 1. Woodbridge looking to answer that score by Jersey. They trail by 10.
Yeah, it's really important that you don't fall behind, by 2 scores, which they did. So they got to get some points on one of these drives here, either this drive or the next.
Mm-hmm. So they're looking for Williams. That pass is going to be caught. It does pick up 6, but now it'll bring up 3rd down and 3. 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter, the waning moments of this third quarter. Woodbridge has not been able to put any points on the board. Jersey has scored 7, extending their halftime lead, which now stands at 24-14. The winner will take on Seattle in the Battle Royal Finals. Again, we are using the 2016 card set, draining every drop that we can out of the 2016 card set before we say hello to the 2017 set. Oh, bad break there for Ingram. Nice call. Guessed right. No gain.
Yeah, Joe's not going to let you run guessed wrong a lot, but the last couple of third downs, he's guessed pass. So David thought he could get a run in there, but it didn't work.
Nice call. It was the right call. And look, he's going to go for it here on 4th down. Dennis said you don't want to go down more than 2 scores here. You don't even want to go down 2 scores here. They're the time is right.
Yeah, he's already down 2, so he needs to get some points here.
Mm-hmm. I think this is a no-brainer. So here is a pass. This one's going to Benjamin. And the pass is all incomplete.
So Joe's taking advantage of those high ratings on his defensive players in the secondary, and they're coming through.
Mm-hmm.
But I see what you're saying there. Like, he would pro set with Uzoma as the fullback. The only reason he would probably do that is just because he has his formation set that way. His blocking back has Anthony Sherman, and his pro set has Uzoma. He would be better off going blocking back set and putting Uzoma in there. But, for convenience, maybe he went that way.
Okay.
Here comes Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe obviously spent some of his early round picks on defense, and so he waited on his quarterback, and he had to settle for Flacco. But Flacco can do the job of flat passes and on short passes a little bit. You get a lot of blanks there.
Yeah, he's a game manager.
Oh, pick!
Oh, no, and it's a flat pass. Let's see if he gets a big return after it.
That's exactly what Woodbridge needed. Takes it back to the 40.
Wow.
Huge play there.
Huge play there. Montez perfect. Oh, the Bengals.
Hopefully he didn't run off into the tunnel thinking the game was over.
Yeah, crazy, insane linebacker Montez perfect with the pickoff. He waited till he went to the sidelines to throw his helmet against the ground or assault somebody. Here comes
he gives it right back.
Oh, no. On back-to-back plays, Brady throws a pick in the flat and hands the ball right back to Jersey. So a horrible break for the Barons of Woodbridge, who are down by 10 and absolutely needed to play some flawless football here down the stretch. That's A really bad break. Here's a slant pass to Kelsey. Guess wrong. It's a 16-yard pickup.
I guess right, that would have been incomplete. So he's getting a little frustrated, I would imagine. He needs a stop here or at least to hold him to a field goal to have any sort of chance.
Absolutely. Well, here's that inside run to Johnson. Oh, wow. That
nice stuff.
Was a nice stop.
Max Harrison with the stuff.
Looking down in 12. That gets him off to a good start here. Well, Dennis said that David Pajic is really good at double teaming players. Doesn't need to here. Johnson picks up 5. So let's see what he does. If he has the double whammy or the triple double, as Tom Cook calls it. Let's see what he's going to pull. I've seen him do 2 double teams.
You might even try to get a blitz going here just to try to sack him and get him out of field goal range.
Okay.
But he's not showing blitz, so probably that's not going to happen.
Right.
He'll double team like crazy, try to protect with those 4s and 0s. But David Johnson's a target himself, so even though he's covered by a 5, you got to watch him. Jordan Taylor, the 0, getting covered by a 0, defender extra short gain. Boom.
Wow.
He would have had to double him to stop that.
That's right.
He went to double Emmanuel Sanders thinking, oh, I'm going to double the guy that Joe thinks there's no way I'm going to double.
Yep.
And it backfired on him because Joe said, I'm going to the easy target.
Yeah, I would think your double team would be headed toward Kelsey or David Johnson, but
Joe and I have faced off before in Super Bowls. We'll go look and see how many. I know Joe had a streak of like 2 or 3 Super Bowls in a row that he lost.
Wow.
In Battle Royale, so he's probably due.
How many years has this league been in existence?
I'm sharing with the champion screen. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the 7th season.
Okay.
And Joe has lost 1 Super Bowl here and 2 in Summer Sprint.
Okay. How many times you won this?
I've won 3 times out of the first 6.
Oh boy, that would have been a huge break.
Oh, man.
Whoa. Bullet dodged. My goodness gracious. David would have loved to have had that. But I tell you what, they did hold him to a field goal, so there is still a window, is slightly ajar with 9 minutes to play, but they have to play flawless football here down the stretch, down 2 scores.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball more. They're going to get the ball twice. So they need to score touchdowns on both their possessions now and stop Jersey on the one possession that they'll get. So they're going to they have to do the 2 for 1.
Right.
Go down, get a touchdown, stop, get a 3 and out in Jersey, get the ball back and go down and get a touchdown to win the game. That's the game plan for Woodbridge. A lot easier said than done.
Right. I think you've got to start airing it out at this point.
Well, I don't know about that because Mark Ingram has those big hits on the edge. So if he hits an edge on one of Ingram's runs, that could be, a 50 or 60-yard run right there.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't entirely give up on running the ball.
Right. Don't I know that?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Ingram's card right now. Let's see. He's got plus 75 off tackle on 2 and a long gain on 12 on both off tackle and end run.
Yep.
But he's sticking with Brady. You can't blame him for that.
Right.
Just not paying off so far. Big third down here. You almost have to punt it here if you don't make it, hoping to get 2 3 and outs. But
yeah, he's good. I'm sure he's not thinking about that now. Let's see what we can do here on 3rd and make that decision. But wow, that would be asking a lot.
It's tough to move the ball in this rule set with the no dump offs.
Mm-hmm.
Missed it. So what do you do? 7:48 to go. Do you punt? I think he's going to punt.
He is going to punt.
Maybe you get a turnover. Maybe you get a fumble punt.
Johnson have a pretty good fumble rating.
Yeah, he's very low fumbles. Good means low fumbles, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think 10 or 12 at the most. Let me look at it.
Well, let's see how crazy Joe Golden's going to get here.
And this is where that Flacco card comes in handy because it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good guessed wrong on a short pass. So David Johnson's 11.8 guessed right. Probably 5 point something, guessed wrong. He's got Kerwin Williams in the game now.
He does have a good guess wrong flat pass. Wow. But you run that risk of another pick going in the other direction. So let's see if he's going to play conservative.
Nice call there.
On to Williams. He loses 3 on the play, so now it's 3rd and 11. So Woodbridge is looking pretty good so far. This is a big 3rd down stop if they can get it.
And remember, last time he went to Jordan Taylor, covered by 0.
Mm-hmm.
To see if he goes to Kelsey or no, he run draw, short gain here. It could be a first down, but no, he misses it. An 8 on the defensive card would have gotten him the first. Oh, Marquette King with the big punt.
Another one. Wow, he's had some boomers this game. That's going to set him back all the way to the 10. No return on the play, so wow.
So this is it, man. Now you need a touchdown, onside kick recovery, and a touchdown practically.
Can't be really picky now about what you do. This is pretty much telegraph. You've got to throw deep. You got to catch some breaks. So 5:24 to go.
Yeah, once we get inside 5 minutes, Jersey can go to a 3-3-5 and double team 2 guys. We'll see what they do.
Oh, wow. Defense double teams.
Uzoma, he went to him, but he was double teamed.
Right. Pass falls incomplete. 5:06 to go. The Barons of Woodbridge have their work cut out for them. They trail Jersey Rebels 27-14. Winner will take on Seattle. What's that team name?
The Shuriken, just like I am in Summer Sprint. Seattle Shuriken.
The mighty Shuriken.
And it just keeps falling on blanks on Brady's card.
Sure does. Wow. He has been ice cold this second half. He's now fallen under 50%, 16 of 34. Big play in this second half. Back-to-back flat pass interceptions. Woodbridge offense truly has stalled.
And his receivers have big hit. That Travis Benjamin's got a lot of big yards, but a lot of misses there. It's like it's not a lot of hits there, so he misses again. So the receivers aren't helping him out here. Got to go for it now.
Fourth and 10 for Woodbridge. This is pretty much the ball game. If this goes into a 3-2-6, you know they're going to be sending the double.
The 16-22 card.
Oh, they didn't double.
It's a long gain.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh. And he manages to get out of bounds, so 32 yards.
Now, that would have been
– 12. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been on the edge. Hit 2 or 3 or 11 or 12. That could have been a game changer. But
yes, it could have. Gosh, anything but that 7. My goodness. Well, you'll take 32 yards.
Yeah, on 4th and 10, you'll take anything over 10.
I mean, anything beats passing out of your end zone. So Brady does have a little bit of room. He's just now crossed over the 200-yard threshold. Here is a screen pass to Hightower, but it only picks up 2. He does manage to get out of bounds. Can't see too many more flat passes in their future. They got to move downfield quick.
Yeah, but you can see why he did it. He wanted to keep the linebackers honest and not let them double team all the time to those receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about having Hightower in here. He can't block. Oh, I guess he can go deep. That's the thing. Hightower can go deep. So I
be it.
Yep. On to Benjamin. Incomplete. That's where Benjamin shines, is on the deep pass. Get it to him. You can see how difficult this offense would be to stop in a neutral situation. Now that they have to pass, it's a little bit easier to shut them down in this rule set. You know, that would have been a dump off there. With no dump off, it's harder to keep the chains moving.
Mm-hmm.
There's a connection.
Hey, there's your break. Okay, there's your pickup of 15 yards. Trailed by 2 touchdowns.
3:18 to go.
Clock is stopped. Jersey Joe Golden. hoping to punch his ticket for the title game against Dennis Crowley in Seattle. They're 3-18 away. As we all know, Tom Brady has made some miracle comebacks. And here comes a deep pass to Williams. Defense double teams and no help from the receiver card. The pass ball is incomplete. 3 minutes to play.
That was the only receiver not doubled. David feeling the pressure of trying to get in the end zone. And you see now what a big difference that extra field goal made by Joe, because if it was only a 10-point lead, you just throw another short pass, try to get out of bounds, kick a field goal if you have to.
Yep.
Oh, incomplete.
Ooh, okay. Another third down for Woodbridge. Trying to push that boulder up the hill. All-world quarterback, but his receiver weapons are not contributing. There's a pass. Completed.
Doing it himself.
That was again on Brady's card. That was his 20th completion of the game for 258 yards.
He's been airing it out when he's connecting, so he's had his fair share of deep passes. He sticks with Hightower so he can go deep to him.
Well, he's guarded by 4, so
2-minute zone on a deep pass. Goes in the quarterback's car, but misses. 2:06 to go, so this might be a good spot to bring in Ingram. He can run him in, try to hit a short gain, and he's not going to have to stop the clock. But he sticks with Hightower.
Would be a nice call.
Fly again, 2-minute zone.
Oh, whew, okay.
Trying to get too much at once. I think he just stick too much. That would have been, if he would have thrown it against the third wide receiver, that would have been a completion or a receiver reading. He hasn't had too much luck with the receiver readings, but if he had been running it there, that would have been an 8 on the defensive card. That would have been a good game. That's what you get in this rule set. A lot of standing around, a lot of waiting. There's that plus 14 on.
There it is. Tom Brady coming through again on his card. So
if you get a touchdown in the next couple of plays, you could still kick it deep with 3 timeouts left.
That's right.
What he doesn't want to do now is to hit that 7 plus 12 or 9 plus 11 and fall a couple of yards short of the end zone where he has to use a timeout or spike it. So maybe look for him to go to his high yardage guys, Benjamin, Williams. Even Eifert's got good yards.
Yep. Keeping his fingers crossed for that 6 or 7 on Brady's card. All right, here's a pass to Williams.
There it is, 13 touchdowns.
Got it, and there's your touchdown. So a courageous drive by the Barons. And they have narrowed this lead to 27-20 pending the extra point. So, you know what? They've given themselves a chance. Oh,
yep.
Oh, sorry. So Suckup puts that one through. So it's now 27-21.
So do you kick it deep or onside?
I guarantee this is an onside kick.
I think he kicks it deep.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Nope, you're right. See, the problem with this now is all he needs to do is get 15 yards or so, and he's in reasonable range to kick a field goal and end the game.
What are the odds of a recovery on that here? 10%?
Something like that. I think it's like 2, 3, 4.
You know, and you have to measure that against what are the odds of 3 and outing a team.
Well, yeah. I mean, you still have to get the ball out of his hands. But like, look at if he had kicked it deep and he was at the 25, you can still have a hope for a decent punt return. You can get the ball at midfield. this is going to make it tough. He's going to have to go the length of the field, even if he does stop and goes 3 and out.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying.
But, hindsight's 2020. If he would have recovered it, we'd be like, oh, wow, great call.
Yeah. You're almost hoping that he puts the ball in the air and throws a goofy flat pass interception at that point. So
he goes for it. This will end the game.
And there it is. Pass. Oh, my gosh, to Kelsey.
Touchdown.
And that is going to end the game. Wow. What a call.
He almost was better off taking a knee or sliding at the 1 yard line. But you can't communicate your little icons like that.
Actually, I hear that that's going to be a new addition to the game. It'll pop up with a box and say fall.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's see. Do you want to score? Well, so that'll put him up 2 scores with a minute left to go. So if you thought Woodbridge had their work cut out for him 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're going to have to hit Brady's card a couple times.
Yeah.
Or hit it once and get the – don't say good game, Joe. Don't say good game.
Oh, God. That was a great drive, though.
I mean, it's very unlikely, but let's just say Brady hits for a touchdown here.
Yeah.
Call timeout. And he's kicking an onside kick with like 30 seconds to go. You never know. Brady's completion on long pass, guess right, is on 8.
Yes.
So you gotta go. You gotta forget about this button hook stuff, man. You gotta air that thing out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So there goes their last timeout.
That's okay. Here we go. Long pass. Connection. And then he recovers the onside kick.
He was teeing it up for the 62-yard.
Here we go. Long pass. Oh, didn't hit it. Just because Joe said good game, I want David to get a touchdown to make him sweat a little bit. I never say good game until it's absolutely over.
I'm totally rooting for that.
Yeah, out of bounds. I'm not getting out of bounds.
Hey, for you fantasy leaguers, Tom Brady has now thrown over 300 yards, 316, 3 touchdowns.
Just like the Super Bowl. Looks like he's going to lose this one. Pretty nice record, though. 500 yards or something like that. Look at that. There it is, almost.
Oh, gosh.
Just needs to hit one of those. Tried to hit that plus 75. But that's it. That's going to end the game.
That should end the game.
Yep. All done. All right. Well, I'm going to take off. Thanks for calling it, Michael. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Good luck to Joe in the Super Bowl, and great season by David Paget to get.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks, buddy. You take care.
You too.
Well, and that's going to wrap things up. So we're going to take a look at our box score here in just a little bit as the two teams congratulate each other for a nice season. But there can be only one winner, and this time it's Joe Golden with the Jersey Rebels, who will take this one 35-21 over Woodbridge. So David Paget, congratulations on your season. Way to make it to the semifinals. And Jersey Joe, your prize is Dennis Crowley in Seattle, and that'll be the finals, and I'm sure they're going to be putting that on the website here real soon. Someone obviously will be calling that game, probably Tom Cook. He does a great job with these. He's in a lot of these leagues. He's an excellent broadcaster. So we'll just review some of the box score here before we say adios. So Woodbridge jumped out to an early 7-0 lead on a deep pass from Brady to Tyrell Williams. Woodbridge has the San Diego wide receiver set. This is a unit-based draft. And Jersey answered with a 3-yard pass from quarterback Joe Flacco of the Ravens to Travis Kelce. That knotted the score at 7. On their next possession, Woodbridge scored with the second touchdown pass for Tyrell Williams, a 7-yard toss from Brady. And that made the score 14-7. Flacco scored on a 1-yard plunge, and that knotted the score at 14 in the second half. Both teams exchanged turnovers. In fact, Woodbridge had driven deep into New Jersey territory, but on a sack fumble, they gave the ball back to Jersey. Jersey was able to go the length of the field and cap it off with a 34-yard field goal with a minute to go in the second quarter by Sebastian Janikowski, which gave them a 17-14 lead heading into the half. They added a touchdown after both teams exchanged multiple possessions. David Johnson, a 7-yard run, gave them a 10-point advantage. They were able to extend it to 13 on another Sebastian Janikowski kick 6 minutes into the fourth quarter. That gave them a 27-14 lead, but a great drive. Brady did not give up, converted multiple third downs on that late drive with a pass to Williams. Tyrell Williams, his third touchdown catch of the game. That was a 13-yard catch with a minute 37. Woodbridge did not recover the onside kick, and Jersey, in an effort to try to get one more first down that would have eliminated their timeouts, tossed a pass to Kelsey, and they got a 2 on the die reading, which led to a long gain. That was a 52-yard pass, and that was too much for Woodbridge to overcome. Jersey connects on the 2-point conversion, and that's where you have your final score, 35-21. That was a very, very entertaining game. Let's look at the stats here. Brady chucked it 52 times. He was able to complete 25 of those passes for 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Joe Flacco, a little more measured, 16 of 29 for 246 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 interceptions. Leading rusher for Woodbridge, 16 carries and 64 yards for Mark Ingram. On the other side of the ball, Jersey Joe's David Johnson, 27 carries for 140 yards. Tyrell Williams, really the offensive MVP of this game, 7 catches for 147 yards and 3 touchdowns. So certainly Woodbridge's offensive MVP would be Tyrell Williams. Travis Kelsey, 6 catches for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. David Johnson added 2 catches for 23. Emmanuel Sanders, 5 catches for 84 yards. Take a look and see if anybody had multiple sacks in this game. Doesn't look like it. Nobody with multiple interceptions. No, doesn't look like it. So that's it. Just want to take a quick look at that box score before we set sail or drop anchor or whatever the word you want to call it. That's Jersey, 35, Woodbridge, 21. Jersey will be playing Seattle in the Battle Royal Finals. So this is it. Stratomatic Football League of 16. We are now down to 2 teams. They'll be announcing the day and time for that final. I'm sure it'll be a great one, and I hope that you will join them. So that'll be Dennis Crowley up against Joe Golden. Congratulations, David Pagic, on your successful season, and we'll look for you in other leagues down the pike. So again, thanks again for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see you soon.